Everyone, and welcome back to I Love EditorX. So in the last video I show you how to build this layout for a product page, a custom layout, and this is like the final version. You see I have all the content, and this is like the template that we create in the last video. So basically this is how the original product pages look like, and basically what we are doing is we are taking all this information and display it in our layout. So this is like the final results. I will try to be as much clear as I can be. It's not a short process, but let's do it. Right, so first of all, what we need to do, first step for us is to basically get this information, right? So we have to use these components to get the information. So I have it here in the bottom section. So if you click it, you can see that it has its own ID. So product page 1 has a function to it, so you can get the product info. So you can see that I declare it, and now I have like a click a dot, and then I can check. You can see product, get product. What get product does, it's get all the information associated with current product. Alright, so I call this function, and then after, this is return parameters because it takes some time to get this information, and then I console log the product info. So let's see how it works. Let's publish the site, and let's go right here, and let's refresh it, and let's see the information that we got. So here you can see an object. This object holds all the information about this product. Basically all this information is coming from the CMS that hold all your product. So for this example, I have these headphones, and it holds a lot of images and also a video, name, price, ribbon. You can toggle the on sale and give a specific price, description, additional info section, which is like the drop down. It's this one, basically this information, and you can add more sections, colors, sizes, and basically lots of information. So we are getting this object with all the information. So let's start with the beginning. We want to display all the textual stuff. All right, so first thing I create, after I get the product information, I create this function that is basically set product text info, and what I pass to this function is the product info. So let's search for this function, and what this function does is basically related to, I select my ID, my text ID. So this is the ribbon, and I call it ribbon. So ribbon text is equal to product dot ribbon. So if I look right here, so I will search for ribbon, and you can see that this is says new. Alright, so next thing, I need the product name, so I can search for it right here. And where is the product name? It's right here, name. So in the code, I said product.name, and same for description and product info. for the price is formatted price. Okay, so if you can see, there is a couple of prices information, but the formatted one is came with I need to find it, price. Let's search for price. Formatted price, where is this? We check again. Need to find this one. Okay, oh my god, this is the formatted price, right? It came with a dollar sign, so I place this text right here to this ID. Right, so we have ribbon, product name, description, and price. This is the price, product price. Alright, so let's publish the site, and you will see that this information is updated right here. Okay, so we have, this is the ribbon, the name, the new, you see right here, it says new. The crusher, this name is right here. There is this name. Description is this one. Oh, you can see that I said .html because it's like, it can be with bold, you can add link to it. I just gave you an example. So right here, if I take this link, so I can add inside the description, let's say cursor ANC, I want to add a link to it. Okay, so let's add link. Okay, I will save it, and now on the live site you can see that when I refresh it, it's formatted text, so it can has you can see that I have if I click the cursor and see, I go to this URL. You can add like, I don't know, a YouTube video, or I don't know, whatever. Alright, so and we have the price. So we finish with the textual stuff, and now let's go to the option stuff. So we need to set the colors, sizes, and quantity. But before I continue, this is something very important. This video is basically proof of concept. If you remember, I showed you the EditorX video, and it show this layout of product. But what I'm covering here is specifically suitable for product with, I don't know, just color, size, and quantity, like how many items you have in stock. But the store is very dynamic, and you can put like even not physical items, and you can add more information here in new sections, and you can add like more options instead, more like length or stuff like this that I'm not covering in this video. But this video will give you the logic behind the things, and you can understand for that how to customize your product page. And if not, you can always hire a pro that will do it for you. But the main point of this video is to show you that it's possible to create a beautiful product page on your own. So let's go back. We need to set the color, sizes, and quantity. So let's see how to get this information. So all this information is under the options, the product options. You can see right here. So to this specific object, I have colors and sizes. So if I go to colors, I can see that I have choices, and I have two choices here, which is black and red. But this is like I need to get the right colors that I have, right? So here in this product I have only two colors. You can see it right here. I have black and red. Okay, and each color has like X code. Okay, so you can see right here that the description is black because I call it black. See, the name is black for this example, and the in stock is true because it's checked, and the main media is I don't know what it is actually, but I think it's the first image of these rows, but we will go there later. So this is the value, this is the X color. We will use it in our code to change the input color, the container color. So this is the X color, and visible, true. I guess this is something in the back office. You can set if it will be visible or not. I don't know exactly where. Okay, so what we need to get the description and the X color, basically the value. Alright, so I create a function for it. It's update product info, and what I pass to this function is the product dot options. This is the object, and I pass the product options. All this information I pass to this function. So let's see what this function does. Alright, so first of all, if you remember, this is a repeater because this is dynamic. I have for each item I will have different amount of colors, right? So this is have to be a dynamic object. So this is why I use a repeater. So each repeater has to have unique ID, and here you can see that here in the object that I get, I don't have a unique ID, so I have to add like underscore ID. It's expecting to get this. This is why when I get the options, I map the element I have and I add a unique ID to it. Okay, just to prepare this data to the repeater. So I create a const called add IDs to colors, and it's referred to options, colors, choices. So you can see right here I pass this object, so colors, choices. Alright, so right here options, this is the object, dot colors dot choices, and now I look over the items and I add ID equals to index string. So basically this is like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, as much as I have, and I return all the information as I get it. Okay, great. So next step, what I am doing, I basically call this repeater data and set it to the new object with the ID. So now this repeater gets the data of the colors. So after I pass this new information to the repeater itself, it has like an event. You can see that I select the repeater. It has event that said on item ready. After you get a new data, so this event is fired. So what's happening in this event? We are going to the item single color. If I select one item, you can see I give it, this is like a container, I give it ID single color. So single color style background color equals to item data value. What is the value? This is the value, the X color. So if it's red, it will be red. If it's black, it will be black. Awesome. And I will not cover this yet. This is like a function what happened when you click on it. So let's publish the site and see if we got the right color, which is black and red. So now I have 4 items, I should have only 2 items. So let's refresh it, and I have red and blue. I have, sorry, black and red. Alright, so now let's see what happened when I click on, you know what, let's do it later. You saw what happened, but let's see what happened later. I will make it as a comment. And now let's go back. The next thing we need to update is the sizes. Okay, so where will we be? We're right here. All right. Okay, so after I pass the data to the colors, now what I'm doing, this is a drop down, and drop down needs to get options. So again, I loop the sizes that I get. You can see right here I have the product option, I have the size. Okay, the size have right here 3 choices. 3 choices is small, large and medium. Okay, so I map this choices, and you can see that I have like extra information that I don't need. So I map it and get only the information that I need. It's the label and the value. And after I set this information, I pass this object, this option basically, to the sizes drop down options. Alright, so let's basically we publish it, and you can see that I have small, large and medium. So if I will go to my product page, you can see I have small, large, medium. I can add another one. Let's add, I don't big. Okay, just for this example. So let's add big, and I will apply it and save it, and you can see now that I will have 4 items instead of 3. I will have, I have small, large, medium and big. Alright, so this is like coming from the product information. So next thing is the quantity. So this is like a simple input. Number type is number, because I want to enter here only numbers. And basically there is 2 options here. There is, or in the inventory I set it to in stock only, which means you can order how many items that you want, or I set some limitation. So right here I set it to that I have only 10 items. Okay, so I need to know it, right? Because I need to limit the user not to set here like 20 if I don't have it, right? So what I need to do, I need to get in this information. So let's go to the object again, and I can see a quantity in stock, right? I have only 10 object, 10 elements. But let's see if I go to a different product. So let's go to the shop, and I will go to, if you remember the 2 others product, I don't have a limitation. So let's see what information we get. So the quantity in stock is undefined, okay, if I don't have limitation. So what am I doing? I create another function that does this one is update product quantity limit. Okay, and I pass this object, the product info, quantity in stock. Basically it should be a number, right? Or undefined, as we saw, if we don't have limitation. So what this function does is something really special, really simple, not special. It's checked if the quantity limit is different from undefined, then get this input and set the max number that you can get the quantity limit, the number 10, right? So look what happened when I try to set here a high number. I get to 9, 10, and wait, now it's not working. Why it's not working? Because it's not set. So let's publish the site, and now I will refresh it, and you can see that when I try to increase it up to 10, it stops. Okay, you can see that I click and nothing happened, right? So it's working. But if I go to a different product, let's say these headphones, and I will toggle it like a lot, so I can set how much I want. Alright, so this one is working. So next one. Now what we need to set, basically we need to set this this information, okay, the product info and all this information. Okay, so let's see how it looks on the product itself. We have like the additional info section, and this is same. You can add like link to it, make it bold, add list, you can do a lot of stuff. So when you see that this is not a simple text, it's like you can design it. That means it came. You need to select the text element and to say .html, not .text, because .text will give you the HTML with a P and HR and H1, and so it's not clean. So we need to update the product info. So again, I create a function for it, but let's see the object that we get in. So right here there is the first one is additional info section, right? And you can see right here that it has the first one, product info, return and refund, and you can see here that it says product info, return and refund, and so on. Alright, so let's create a function, and you can see that I get here an array with array of object, so I can push it to a repeater item, right? So again, here I have a small repeater. Currently I have only one item in it. You can see I have only one item. So, and I have the right ID for each one of them. So for example, the button is called additional info button, and the text is called additional info description, right? So this is the function, set additional info, and what I pass to it, again, product info dot additional info section, just like here. This is the same name, right? This one, I can select it. Never mind, this is the first one. Alright, so let's see what this function does. So again, this is the problem that we have, that we don't have the underline underscores ID. This object is not having an ID. You see I have only description and data and title, so I manually add ID. So again, I go to this object and map it and add unique ID, which is the index. So again, and it must to be a string, so I convert it to a string because here it's a number. So 0, 1, 2, 3 again. And after I set it, I basically pass this information to the repeater, this repeater. Alright, So again, this repeater have a trigger event that when it gets new data, so it has on item ready. So let's see. So here we pass a new data to this repeater, and this is the trigger. What happened when new data is came? So what happened? So I said button is equal to this ID and description equal to this ID. Very simple. And now I said button.label, the label of the button equals to item title. What is item title? This is the title. So product info, this should be the first one, product info, and the description should be, you can see that it has like a P. This is HTML mark in the beginning. So this is why I set to the description element, this one, you should be item description. And also this description is collapsed on load, so you don't see it when you are on the site. You should see it only after you click the button. Okay, so we need to activate this function, right? So this is like a super simple function. It said basically it said button, this button, on click you checked if the description, this one, is collapsed, which is the default. If it's collapsed, expand it. If it's not collapsed, if it's collapsed, expand it. If it's expanded, collapse it. All right, that's it. Very simple. So let's publish the site, and we should get the right information inside this section, the product information. Right, so let's wait, and you can see that I have the right information. So if I click product info, it's expand, right? If I click ship and info, it's expand. If I click again, because it's expanded, it will collapse. Very simple. So let's see, in the product itself I can add another field. Let's call it another field, and you can see that this is not cupcake, this is not uppercase. How you type field like this? All right, this is another field, and this says blah blah. All right, and let's say okay, and I will save it. And now it should add for us automatically more field right here. Right, it's important to me to show you that everything is dynamic, so it will work perfectly. See the blah blah? Awesome. I will just delete it because I don't like it. Alright, so delete. Yes. Alright, so we have all the information that we need right here, right? Amazing. So next step, images. But this is the main image, and this is the collection of images. So how can I get all these images? So let's search for it right here. We have media items. You can see that I have 10 images. If I will go to the product, I can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 including the video. And what is good, that it also show me the type of the media. Okay, so I have description, ID, link, source, title. This is good for accessibility if you want to add alt text or stuff like this to the image. But look at the last one, the type is video. So this is important because I need to display sometime video, and I need to display sometime image. Alright, so let's remember this name. This is media items. We need to pass this information to our function, to basically to this repeater. This is also a repeater, if you remember, like vertical repeater. So let's go to the function I create. Simply it said update product images. Okay, and I passed again product dot media items. So let's see what this function does. Alright, so update product images. So here again I have same issue that I don't have unique ID. So again I map the images info that I get, basically all this object. I need, you can see right here it has ID, but repeater can't get ID. It need to get underscores right here before and data and ID. So you can see that actually here I said index to string, and basically because this element already has ID, so I can use this information. Okay, so I will change it because I think it's better to have a very unique ID. So let's change it to item ID. ID, and it's also a string, so I don't need to convert. Alright, so look what I save, what information I save. I save the ID because I have to. I save the image, and I save thumbnail, and I save the type. The type is super important if it's video or image. The thumbnail, you will see that here in the first one I don't, wait, what happened? Okay, here in the first element I don't have thumbnail in this information, but in the last one, in the video, I have a thumbnail. Why? Because video has a thumbnail and image doesn't have a thumbnail. It's have only its own source, right? So what I'm doing, I said the thumbnail equal to item.thumbnail if it exists. If not, it's equal to empty string. Alright, and the image I have basically here I have, wait, the source. Okay, so the source basically it's or an image, you can see Wix image or Wix video, so I can use the source for both. Alright, the only unique thing is the type. This is the super important thing that I need to know, and the thumbnail if this is a video. So after I map all this information, I pass this information to product images repeater, which is this one, right? But look, before I pass it to this repeater, I clean the repeater. I clear it from all this data because this is avoiding of flickering. It's like it's clear all the data and put new data. Right, and also right in this step I also update the anchor repeater, which is these items. Okay, it's more decorative and actually it's easier to navigate, but this is reflect exactly the amount of items that I have here. So if I am already getting this data, I am passing in same method to the anchors repeater. So let's see the first event that happened when we are updating data for this repeater. So let's select this repeater and I will go to the onReady function, and this function, what it does is checking. Actually I don't remember exactly what I did here, but let's try to understand. So I checked first of all, okay, now I remember why. I checked if index equals 0, which means it's the first item, like this is 0, this is the first image that I have. If it's equal to 0, I said update selected anchor items. What it does basically, I will not go to, maybe I will show you later, but what it does is go to the anchor and set it to red. What it means, red, this is the indicator that this element is selected. Alright, why? Because I always display the first item that I have as the main media. Why? Because this is how you decide which main media will display. If I drag this item here, so now this is the main media. All right, so this is important. All right, so the first image is the main media, and now let's see what I'm doing next. I said item image number text equal, so image number is this one. Okay, it's like a decorative stuff, so you can see it's called image number. So I said if index, the current item, remember that it starts with 0, so I increase it by 1. So if index plus 1, so if it's 0, it's now equals 1, is smaller than 10, so your number will be 0, 1. Okay, you can see that all my image, you don't have to do it, but I just think it's look nicer that you have two numbers here, like 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, and then you have like 10. It's like it's two numbers. All right, so this is a checking that I do. If you are smaller than 10, so add a 0 before. If not, give the right number. All right, so if index plus 1 is smaller than 10, your text will be 0 plus index plus 1, because I don't want to display 0, so I always increase 1. And if not, so your number will be what you are, which is 10, 11, 12. All right, so this is the number, but this is not the important stuff. This is the important stuff. So now I check if item data type, if you remember, we said it right here, the type. If the type is equal video, just like here, the type is equals to video, here it's the last item. Okay, so if it's equal video, what you are doing, let's see, video thumbnail item. Okay, this is quite important, because you can see that this information, this is the thumbnail of the video, but if you will look closely, you can see that the origin width is 50 height and 50 width, which is make the image very small and very blurry. So here I'm doing a manipulation and change the 50 with 500. That's make sure that my image will be super sharp. You know what, I will comment this out and I will show you the difference. Okay, I will pass it right here. All right, and then what I'm doing, I set the image, I will select it. You can see that this is like a gray, but actually this is an image with solid color of gray. So I said that this image called collection image, its source is item data thumbnail. Yeah, why? Because this is happen only if I have a video, right? If the type is the video, because regular image doesn't have thumbnail, it have only source. So if it's not a video, your source will be item data image, this one. All right, and this is the on click event. I don't care about it, so let's publish the site and see what we get. All right, so let's refresh it, and I need to get all these images, and I have an error. What happened? Oh, the index. So maybe I did a mistake. Maybe I do need the index right here. Let's do it. Okay, let's keep it same. Index to string. I don't know why it's like this, but let's see. Oh, maybe it wasn't a string. I don't know. Let's keep it that way. So why it's sharp? So it's look sharp. Maybe it's unnecessary what I used, because it's look great, right? Let's refresh again to make sure. Yeah, it's look great. Okay, so look what happened. I have now all the images, and also I set the first one to be red. How I did it? Where I did it? Text. Oh, this one. Update selected and core. Let's see. So what am I doing? Right here, I said product image repeater for each one of you. If index, I pass to this function the index of the item that I want to mark as red. Basically, I can set the first one to be red immediately, but this function is reusable each time I click function. This is why I separate it. So if it's equals to, if this is the same element that I clicked on, the image number HTML equals to paragraph, and I change the style right here, selected color. If we checked for selected color, you will see that I have it const as red. So from here I can easily change it. Alright, and the text is equal to itself, so it keeps same way, right? So, but this is not that important, so let's keep going with the important stuff. So we are setting the images. So we said if it's video, you should display the thumbnail. If it's image, you should display the image. So this, oh, now I remember why I did it, because you can see the thumbnail. The thumbnail is very blurry. Okay, so this is why I manipulate this data. So I need to do it again, and I need to pass. So while I did it again, I changed the origin width and origin height to be 500 instead of 50. That means that it go to the server and gave me a better quality image. Alright, so let's publish it and refresh it, and now I should get a high quality image to the video. And do I get an error? Let's see what I did wrong. I didn't pass this one. Alright, so let's see, it should work right now. You see, I have a high quality image. I will collapse this one because it's bothering me. But I forgot to show you how I update the main image. Alright, so let's see when this happens. So we set video thumbnail or image of the image source, and okay, so where is this? Update selector incore item. Maybe it's part of this function. If it does, this is not the right name for it. No, this is not a function. Let's see. I will select this update main image. Alright, so let's search for this function. This is on click, and okay, so this is part of the main function. So after I pass the images, the new images array to this repeater, what I'm doing, I'm pass same information to the encores, to this one. Okay, so if this is equals to 11 items, so here I have also 11 items, but I don't know why it should be red, the first one, but let's see if we messed up something. So after I update the encore data. Okay, so let's see this one what it does. So on ready, encore repeater on ready, update selected encore item. So and I pass the index, the first one, so it should be red, selected color. So I don't know what happened right here. The label, encore button, style, color, selected color. Alright, anyway, this is not the most important thing, maybe we'll solve it later. So what we are doing, we are right here. I checked, this is the const, is the main image. What is the main image? Is the new array, the new image array after I map it, the first element. Alright, and then I checked if main image type, remember that I loop here and I set the type if it's video or image. So if the type is equal to video, what I'm doing, I'm going and update main image, and what I passed to this function the main image, which is this one. Alright, if it's a video. And I also passed the type. I said you are video. So let's see what this function does. I will go to this function, and what it does, it checked if your type is video. What you are doing, you're going to the main video and expand it. Remember that the main video is behind this image, so you can see I have here a main video. This is a container. This is the video element. See, this is the video box. So what I'm doing, it's collapsed on load. It should be collapsed on load. See right here, it should be collapsed on load, and it should expand. And the main video source, the video source will be the media that I pass to this function, which is the image, as we saw right here. You see I passed the image. The image can be the media can be a video or image. And what I'm doing, I collapse the image because the image is in front of the video. And what I'm doing, if it's an image, just the opposite way. I collapse the video, change the image source, and expand the image. Alright, so let's see. Basically this is how I update the main image. Alright, so I can explain it like visually. So when I pass this information to this repeater, I take the first element and I pass to a function that checked if you are a video, you should display video. If you are image, you should display here the image. You want to see an example? I can easily change the video to be the first one and save it. And now I will refresh it, and remember now it's displaying an image, so I will refresh it and it should display the video and play it, right? Working perfectly. Alright, so let's take it back. So the video should be right here. All right, and next, I don't know why it's not red. Now it's getting red, but why it's not red on the first time? So let's fix it, right? So basically, after we pass this information, where is this? After we pass the image, let's see, anchor repeater. After it's done ready, go and update selected anchor items. What it does, for each, if index equal I, what is I? First element. Oh, I didn't pass the index. I need to pass the first one. But this is on click. This is product image repeater on item ready, and this is the anchor on item ready. So this is on click. I don't want to do it on click. I want to update immediately. So, oh, basically, no. I need to oh my god, what I did, how the first one is red, this one is red. Oh, maybe I have it. Let's see. Just give me a sec. Add color to selected. Single color on click. No, this one. Right, you know what? I will leave it. I will fix it later. Okay, so we have everything, and now I need to basically to be able to change the image. It's working, yeah, but I will show you what happens. Okay, so remember that I passed all this information, all the image to this repeater. So because I'm already doing a loop there, so I can set what happened on click on each image. So this is the product image repeater already. So now we are looping and setting all the images, and then I can set collection image. All right. So what is collection image? This image, collection image on click. If item data type equal image, again I'm checking if this is an image or video. If it's equal image, go and update main image. And this function, we saw what it does. It check if it's video, it's update the video source and show it, and if it's images, do the opposite, right? And yeah, this is what it does. All right, and it's go and update selected item. So if I click specific element, so it's sending also the index. So if I click the second one, the second item, so I send here 1 because array start with 0. So let's see what this function does. Update anchor item. So what it does is go to product image repeater. For each one of them, it's looping, and it's if index is equal to, if I equals to the index that I clicked, same image. So what it does is change the color of this number to show like this is a selected, and also it scroll to this element. Else it's change the color to the default value, to the default, to the text color to the default one, which is the white. All right, and same for the anchors. Okay, it's changed the colors of the button when you click on it. So basically this function, I should call it already. Let's see. No, I don't call it already, but I think that I should call it right here. Oh, what I do. Anyway, all right. So this is how this is how I update the main image when I click of element. It's also scroll, it's mark the number with red and change the image, right? Amazing. Okay, and if this is like a video, oh, we didn't refresh. If it's a video, so you know to display the video, right? And my computer started getting a bit slow, but okay, so everything is working except the add to cart. This is like the life that this is what you want to be able to user to click and like add to buy your product. This is why you create this page, right? So we need a validation, and we need to actually add this product to the cart. Okay, so our validation will go over the colors, because each product must have color. You have to select the size, and the quantities I show you how to limit it, but we need also to store this number, right? Because we need to know how much this user order, right? So let's start with the colors. So what happened when I click this one? Alright, so basically to add a product to a cart, you need to pass a product object with all the information that you want to this product. Alright, so I have here a function. So what it says, add to cart on click. It's this button. Alright, and remember that we have the alert message here, which is hidden on load. So add to cart on click. When the user click on it, what happened? So this look like an error, but it's not, believe me. So this should be like this should be true or false, so it's not should be an X. Validate product option. So if it's this is like the I get okay, let's do it later. I get true or false here. So first of all, we need to validate that we have all the information. Okay, so let's see what this function does. So add color to select. Why this is that? Oh, now I remember I do this function. Alright, so first of all, we need to click on colors, right? On this one. So same time I set these colors to the repeater, I set each repeater color, which is the container. This one, right? Single color, you see? Single color on click, add color to selected, and if item data media items length is different than 0, update product image. Alright, so let's do it one by one. This is actually very cool. So add color to selected. What this function does, very simple stuff. It basically add a border behind this element, like when I click, you see I have like a white border, so it's marked as selected. And else it update product images. Okay, so this is a very cool feature and I sure you will love it. So each product you can like make the user select a specific color and then display only the item in these colors. Okay, so if I go to you see this is the product option, so I have here edit connected images. So you can see that I select the black and I add all the black images, and I create red and I add all the red images including the video. Alright, and you can add more. Okay, so basically I can get this information also here, and it's also baked for me like the best way you can ask for. So if I go to the product options and I will go to color, so remember I set this information from here, from the product options, color choices, right? So I have black and red right here, black and red, and look, for each one of it, for this information, it also had media items. This is all the images that sits under black color, and this is all the images that sits all under red color, including the video. You can see here type video, right? So what am I doing? Basically, when I click one of these colors, I passed also the media items to the function we created to these images, right? So this is why I don't need to create new function, because I have already function that does this manipulation and update this repeater items and also the main item. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm update product item. I just recall this function and pass the item data. So look what happened. So when I click a specific, so in the first login to the for when I first launch the site, the product page, I see all the items. Okay, 11 items I have here, so I can see all the colors, all the sizes, everything. All right, but when I click a specific color, you can see now that I will see only the red items, okay, including the video because it's under the red one. And if I click the black, I see only the black item. I think this is amazing that you can do it so easily. This is the amazing thing. All right, so we done that, and also add color to selected. All right, so let's see again. Basically, okay, what am I doing? I need to, how do I store it? I need to store this information as selected color, right? Oh, okay, here, product options. So I have a global variable called product options. Okay, it's stored right here, and it's empty object. All right, so I said when you click of one of the colors, I said product.color, product options.color equals to item data color name. If I go to see this object again, the color name is black or red. Color name, you see? No. Yeah, wait. What I'm missing? Item data, color name. Oh, we map the information. Let's see. The color name is equal to the description. All right, so let's see. Right here we have the description right here, so it's black or red, right? So I save it as the color to the options. All right, So this is how I when the user click, I know what it was click, what is this choice. So same for sizes. So I have a function to sizes on change. When sizes value on change, again I set product options dot size equals to event target value. What is the value that I selected? And I call this function validate product option. So I always checked each time the user picks something, make change here, I validate the form. Okay, what this validation does here is checked sizes and colors, because this is the must that I have currently, okay, to specific this product. As I said, this validation and a bit more function that I did is only suitable for this type of product. So if you have like more complex product or not exactly the same, so you need to make your own adjustment. So I checked first of all, sizes is selected. So what it means, it says size in product option. So in the beginning this object was empty, so if I have size, that means that the user clicked the size. And same for color. So, and I store also the alert message, which is this text, and I said if this is returned true or false, right? So if both are true, what are you doing? You hide the alert message. Okay, I don't need to see it, and I return true. We will see what happens when we return true. But if it's not the case, if I have only the size is selected, so I update the alert. So it said select a color, because I have only sizes, and I show the message. And if I have only the color, so I said select size and show again the alert message. Else, that means if I have nothing of them, so I just show the message, because the default text is select size and color. So let's see how it looks in the live site. But first of all, I want to collapse this one. You can't delete it, you must have it in your site, so you need just to collapse it. Alright, so let's refresh it, and now when I click add to cart, remember I select nothing, so I click add to cart, I have the error. It said the default one, select size and color. So when I select a color, let's say select red, you see the alert is changed to select a size, because I missed only size. So let's select size, and now I don't have an error. Great. So the validation is great. So in the last step I show that I don't have an error. I basically I have the size and I have the color, and it returned true. So let's see what happened when it returned true. So after I click, I validate the options, the product option, and then if I type here X, but it's not make sense, it needs to be something meaningful. So if this one X is represent true or false, so if it's true, what are you doing? You're going to shopping cart icon, this one, okay, sorry, this one, the small one, shopping cart icon. What happened? Okay, shopping cart icon is as a function add to cart. All right, what it should get the product ID that you want to add to cart and the quantity. If you remember, the quantity we set when the value is changed. I mean, the default is 1. You can see right here. The default of the quantity is 1. Okay, and each time I change the value right here, you can see when after we get the update product quantity. Oh, this is not there. I have an event when it's changed. So let's click on it. So on change, what I'm doing, basically I'm setting the quantity to the value that we select right here. Alright, so let's go back to this function. What it does, add to cart, product info ID. From where we get the ID, we get it from the first function that we create to get the product information. So I can go right here and see that this is the ID of the product. Okay, so I pass this ID to this function, and the quantity, because it needs to know how much to add, and the choice. The choice is the colors and the size. All right, and then I checked if everything is happenedly okay. So I console log product added. So here I console log, but you can display a beautiful message to the user or whatever. Else I display the error. Okay, so let's publish the site, and it should be perfectly working. Everything should be great. So let's see. We get the right items. I'm getting pissed that this is not red. I don't know why, but I will fix it later. So let's add to cart. I can't. I need to select the color. So let's select the color, and the image is updated for us. And now I select the size. I select big, and I select one item, add to cart, and boom, like a magic, right? So let's cancel it and let's see if it's working for us. I will add more, 5 items, and I will select black and change it to large and add to cart. Boom, look how much money, and it's 5 items. Amazing. This is work amazing. Alright, so what else? I think I covered everything. So again, it is important for me to say this tutorial is just proof of concept that you can create your own layout, like whatever you want. You just need to use the object of information that we saw. This is all the magic. You need to get this information and know how to display it, and most important, you need to know how to validate and display the user the right message, so he won't be confused. And also you can see that this is like super responsive. It looked better on any device. Here I create like a different behavior with a sticky, so this information is come above and everything is worked perfectly. Right here, whatever. Uncut in hidden collapse of undefined. Alright, this is weird. So let's see again what happens. So anyway, this is like fully responsive. No, it's not returning error. I don't know what happened. So this is like tablet view, and this is like a mobile view, and you can see that everything is perfectly. Here I have related product, but I don't want it. So you can see it just as a concept. It's not necessarily the best user experience there is. And I have the menu right here, and everything is working perfect. And if I go to another item, I should be able to add this item to the cart. So this is like the final proof that this should work. Alright, so let's add 3 items, add to cart, and boom, I have 2 different type of elements, and the money is updated. And let's add another one just to show off. And I have the right items, and everything is, oh, now it's getting red. Now it's good. I don't know why it's not happening before. So everything is perfectly working. I can select add to cart. I have to select the color, pink one, small. Here I have only one option, so let's keep it one. Everything here is working. Add to cart. Boom, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. So I'm very proud of myself. And you guys should give it a try. And look, this is amazing. I think this is truly amazing. So keep building amazing site on EditorX and keep pushing the boundaries. And if you have a question, please leave me in the comments, and I will be happy to try to help you. As I said, I'm not the expert with stores, but you can see that you can learn anything and nothing can stop you. So yeah, definitely keep building amazing site on EditorX, and I will add a button here to the menu, another one, and I will attach all my code so you can learn from it and maybe use it or do whatever. And again, you use a pro if you don't know how to do it. Hire. Okay, so let's see. So you can basically type EditorX, hire a pro, and you get this support, and click right here, and you have like a form, and you set whatever you want and they will go back to you immediately. All right, so it was very long tutorial, but I was lots of fun. So yeah, till next time, keep building an amazing site on EditorX.